Morning students, let's discuss about various input output ports of 8051 microcontroller. So in this we have basically 8 bit 4 8-bit ports in 8051 microcontroller, that is port 0, 1, 2 and 3. So port 0 is from pin number 32 to 39. So when connecting on 8051 to an external memory, we want to connect some external memory, then we use this port 0. So port 0 is used for address multiplexing, and on this we can connect some data lines also. And on port 2 port 2 provides higher order address lines, that is from A8 to A15. And on port 0, since we are having address and data lines both multiplexed, so it can provide both address A0 to A7 as well as data from D0 to D7. So basically when P0 is used for address or data multiplexing, then we use a latch, that is 74LS373, to latch the address, and for this purpose, for address and data, we use ALE pin, that will basically address latch enable pin ALE, that will used that will tell us the status of the address and data lines, that we have to send address or data on these lines on the port 0. The second most important port is port 1, that is used for from pin number 1 to pin number 8. So that is an output port. So when it is used as, it can be used as output port, and as well as it can be used as input port. Whenever we are using P1 as an output port, that then for example we are writing CPU data to the external pin, that is example of output port. When we are using it as an input port, that means we are reading pin data into the CPU bus. So through port 1 we can input, it can be used as input port or output port, it can read the data, it can write the data. How we can connect port 0? For connecting port 0, we have to use pull-up resistors. In port 0 we are having these are used for address and data latching. So port 0 to port 7 we are using here pull-up resistor of 10K on each port pin, then it will work properly. Now if we talk about port 3 pins, these are used for some additional features we have already discussed. It has RXT and TXT pin, that is used for serial communication signal. Interrupt pin INT bar and INT1 bar, these are two external interrupt pins, and two timer interrupt pins, and read bar and write bar, these are external memory access pins. So these are multiplexed pins that we are using for port 3. Now let's see the writing 1 to the output pin number port 1. If we want to write pin 1 here, so what will be the procedure? Let's see in this. First, if we want to write pin 1, then what we have to do? We will connect here, we will give high signal at the D flip-flop input. So we know in D flip-flop the output Q will be same as input, so output Q will be 1, and we know if Q is 1, that means Q bar will be 0, and when this is 0, then this transistor will switch off. So it will be cut off in cutoff state, and it will become it will be disconnected state. So in that case, the whatever signal that is available on VCC, that will come at the output 1 output here. So here at the output we will get 1, at the output we will get 1 here. So that will means VCC will be connected to the output pin, means we are getting higher 1. So in this way, if we want to write to the port pin, then this procedure we have to opt. So output 1 we have obtained. Similarly, if we want to write 0 to the output pin, then we have to give 0 to the D input here. and Q will become 0 and Q bar will become, so this transistor will be in on state, and in this case it will be connected to ground. So on the ground there is a 0 signal, so at output we will get the 0 signal. So this is way how we can read or write in the signal. So if we want to read high at the input pin, then suppose we want to write. So this was the method how to write 1 or 0 to the output pin any output pin port. Similarly, we can see how we can read high signal at the input pin and read low signal at the output pin. In both method are same. So this is the way how we do the how we deal with the input output ports of microcontroller.